Avengers was literally one of the first books that I followed regularly. I've always loved the idea of getting to play with the same characters that I might have played with in doll form much later in my life than I care to admit.
So tell me how you make the transition from kind of creating your own cult projects like Buffy and Dr. Horrible into directing a huge blockbuster.
Well, I've done things that other people have created before. I've worked in Marvel Comics, writing X-Men and Runaways. And I've always loved the idea of getting to play with the same characters that I might have played with in doll form much later in my life than I care to admit. It's kind of the same task, basically. It's just making sure that there's a heart to it and that everybody, gets a chance to shine.
So what were your favorite comics growing up?
Well, The Avengers was literally one of the first books that I followed regularly. And then, I followed the same path as most people: Spider-Man, X-Men, Daredevil. They all had extraordinary eras.
So when you were growing up, which superhero did you kind of envision yourself to be the most?
I don't remember ever identifying with a superhero at all.
Okay.
I tended to identify with, the ancillary, like the Rick Jones.
So what I love the most about this movie, and what a lot of other people seem to as well, is how funny it is. So, which of the characters was the most fun to write for?
That is not something that I can possibly help you with. They were all so much fun, because the style of humor was so different for all of them. I have to say, Cap is a particular favorite of mine, just because he's funny by virtue of just being sort of stalwart and decent and one step behind, and he knows he is, and it bothers him, but it's still really cute.
And with so many superhero movies coming out, what do you think really sets Avengers apart?
There are so many of them, and it's different in that it is the origin of a team, and it's about the concept of teamwork and unity and letting go of your own weirdness and isolation to try and do something important. And it's so hopefully it's so grounded that there will be a lot more there than spectacle.